Today's episode's brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies are the undies I have on me, and let me tell you, I want to put them on you. That's creepy, but I said it anyway. Also, today we're brought to you by Ritual. Ritual's out there to get your multivitamin game on. We'll talk about them as well. Now let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Cox and Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's up next Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Woo.
Whoa, hey, hi.
Woo. Hey, how's it going? It's a new year.
Yeah, hey, I have to say it on here, even though I already said it. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So professional of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell people what happened, or are you just going to say thank you?
Thank you. No, me and Toaster Woman are officially married now.
It's wild.
And,
you children have become adults.
we have. We've been together 8 years.
That's ridiculous. Congratulations.
Yeah. So it's, people are like, how's the married life? And I'm like, well, I mean, it feels the same. It's kind of like how, when you turn 30, it's like, they're like, how's it feel being 30 now? You were 29. You're like, I mean, it feels the same.
Yeah, I'm still me. Yeah.
Like we've already been living together. We've been together for 8 years. So it's like, it's cool. Like we're married now. It's like awesome. But like, people are like, but what changed? Like, I don't know. You got a ring on.
Yeah. I have this accessory now. Yeah.
Which actually, it's kind of, I like wearing a ring. I didn't know how I'd
Are you
like
a ring guy now?
Yeah, I think I like it. And it gives me something to like if you're like bored somewhere and you're just sitting there, you like kind of like fiddle with it.
Can I ask you a question? Are you going down the path of now, next time I see you, you're going to have like 8 rings on? Are you going to be that guy soon? Where you just all blinged out with rings and bracelets and stuff?
It's me, the ring guy.
I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
No. That's not going to be me.
Okay, all right.
But, it's just a very simple thing. It's a manly band. That's what it is. Which actually is ironic because they reached out to us through the Rooster Teeth thing like 4 days after I bought it. They were like, hey, do you want to be sponsored by Manly Bands? And I was like, I literally just bought a Manly Band. Can I get one for free now if we like do that? I don't know. Hey,
Did that ever go through? Yeah, are we going to get sponsored by those guys? Because look, I'll take a Manly Band and just say I got married if they'll sponsor us.
That's true.
I finally found Mrs. Right. It was myself all along.
It's a good band. It's a manly band. It's good band. Good fit,
I didn't know you meant a brand. I thought you meant like, I got me a manly band. I was like, oh boy.
Well, it's a manly band. Not like a...
Right, no, I'm aware. The fact that you called it manly I thought was very funny, but then I realized now it's the name of a brand.
Yeah, that's
not actually just like, I got a real manly brand.
Yeah, I like it. I think it might be like slightly too big, but I think it's better than being too small. It's one of those things where like it's the right size to fit over my knuckle, so it doesn't just fall off, but it's got a little wiggle room there. People are like, in the summer your finger expands, and I was like, what? That's what they said. Summer ring finger expand. I'm telling you.
Are you looking? You're Googling this right now, aren't you? And I'm
Yes.
I'm about to find out that it's real, and I'm going to be like, I can't believe this.
Fingers are typically bigger in the morning when you are hot or have recently consumed a lot of salt or alcohol. They shrink when you are cold or swimming in cold water. They are bigger in the summer and smaller in the winter.
That is ridiculous. The fact that is true. Ridiculous.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Now I do, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, when I got my ring size, the guy was just like, you're a 6.5. And I was like, all right. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, I know.
Wait, did you go to a place?
Yeah, I went to a place. They were literally about to close, and the guy was like, getting ready. He was taking his mask off, and then I walked in, he put it back on. He's like, "Oh, what are you looking by?" And I'm like, "I just need a ring size. What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, we'll do that fast." And he just pulls out a thing, and he tests it, and he's like, "Yeah, you're like a 6.5. And I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Oh, I know." If anything, this the 2020 was a great excuse to have a wedding with like nobody there.
You really lucked out. You got everything you wanted.
We got the introvert wedding. Very nice. It was like our extreme immediate family, like parents knows it. I was happy.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so proud that you committed to something. Anything, really. It's impressive.
Very true. I mean, I've committed to this podcast.
That's
something.
That's true. That's true, but I don't think Toast is paying you to stick around, so.
That's also true, yes. Very true. And that's neat. So
Yeah,
that's
it's very impressive.
So one thing, someone from live stream, one of my viewers named Comrade, he gave me like $100, and he was like, "Go buy a good wine." So I did. And I bought the Stag's Leap Wine Cellar Cabernet 2017.
Are you drinking it right now?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm
god.
drinking it right now.
What? All right, you gotta describe this wine to me. How much was this wine?
It is $58.
That's the most expensive one you can. You were just like, and
Well-
I'll pocket the other 42.
Well, that was not the most expensive one I can find. But, all right, the reason I got it was I had the, what's it called? Is it wine? It's not the wine app. It's like, what's that one wine thing? Hold on, where's my phone?
Where's my phone? Hold on. Epicurious.
It's the Vivino.
Okay.
Vivino app. All right, so this app's actually pretty sweet. So what you do, all right, you got a little camera thing, and you find a wine, and you just hit the picture, and then you take a picture of it, and then it pulls up ratings. So I was taking pictures like fancy wines, mediocre wines, whatever, and this wine,
You about to make me get this thing.
it had a 4.4 out of 5 with over 4,900 ratings. And it said it was, then it gives you all little details like 92 out of 100 wine enthusiast, ranks number 3 in best wines between $40 and $80 right now. It is a bold, medium dry wine, and it's in the top 1% of wines in the world in ranking, it says, and top 2% of Napa Valley wines.
Was there nothing more expensive that you could check out?
There probably was, but I saw all this and I was like, dude, I want to try this one. And it's got a deer on it.
Is that
I'm
what
very
sold you?
Here's
You're
the
like,
thing.
"Hey,
I'm
that's a
very
deer."
I'm very easily swayed by like what's on the bottle. So yeah, I've been using this. I mean, I found one wine. It was like $20. Got a buffalo on it.
Well, there you go.
It was really good. If I had that wine with like a really expensive wine, I don't think I'd tell the difference. There was some that I was upset with. I looked at this one wine. It had a frog on it. 4.1 for $61. I'm not gonna buy a $61 wine with a 4.1. All right.
It's good to know that animals aren't the only selling point for you.
Let's see. What else was there? Thorn Merlot. That's one of my favorites. That's a good one. Thorn Merlot from The Prisoner. Prisoner makes really good wines.
Prisoner?
Yeah, it's called Prisoner.
Of my addiction to alcohol.
Prisoner is like, it's a brand. So they have like Thorn Merlot. They have the Prisoner Red Blend. It's really good. They're usually like $30 to $50. So like if I'm ever feeling like fancy, that's what I go to for like a celebratory wine.
There's a wine, speaking of wines that you're like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wine, this has to be a near you thing as well.
All right.
But it's promoted heavily here in LA. It's called 19 Crimes.
Oh, I've seen this wine.
Yes. My favorite part is it's introducing the Snoop Cali Red wine. And they have plenty of wines and varieties to choose from, but the only one that matters to me is the one that has Snoop Dogg's picture on the wine bottle. And if you're asking, Jesse, do you just want to try because Snoop Dogg's on it? Yes. That's the only, that's it. I want to try because Snoop Dogg's on the wine. Yes, you're right.
Honestly, I kind of want to try the Snoop Dogg wine now.
Right? full, dense with strong black and blue fruit notes. I'm in.
Yeah. You know what?
I imagine it's gonna toasted oak ties it all together. I'm in. I want the Snoop wine.
Yeah, I think by next week I'm gonna try that Snoop wine.
You know what? I'm with you. I'm doing it.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I think we need to try the Snoop Dogg wine.
We gotta try the Snoop Dogg wine.
Yep. Done. It's happening. It's happening.
The thing is, like, some people are always like, you can't really tell the difference of a wine. Well, you can. All right, but it's not like an insane thing. Like, if I have a cheap wine, you can usually tell if it's just like grape juice with alcohol in it. Like a lot of the kangaroo wines, like the what's it called, Yellowtail.
Oh, that's like for moms to get together on the weekend and like, Chandler, stop swinging on the swing like that. You're gonna break it.
That's all, like, it's like $8 if you want to get drunk off grape juice. Knock yourself out. All right, like whatever. But like when I'm having wine, I want to enjoy it. Like I don't just want to be like woo. Like I drink for the enjoyment of tasting different wines and stuff.
Oh, I also learned that 19 Crimes has nothing to do with Snoop Dogg being awesome and everything to do with, apparently, it's what it took. You had to be guilty of at least 19 crimes to be sentenced to live in Australia, which is really, is that true? That's very funny.
Have to be forced to produce Yellowtail wine. That's how it works.
The greatest punishment of all.
There's a kangaroo with a whip, and he's like, "Oh, dude," and he just whips you.
You might get grape juice for the moms.
Do you think
The
Yellowtail's
moms
actually?
need their grape juice.
It's just run by a kangaroo. A kangaroo mob
Kangaroo
boss.
Jack got to still make money. Yeah, one movie ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got that wine, and
Amazing.
pretty good. I mean, I'll give you a little flavor profile right here.
Yeah, I'm sure most people just like me are like, all right, sure. I hate you for this.
Here's the thing. It's like when people do the thing where they like swirl and they spit it into a cup. I hate that. Like, just drink it. They're like, oh, but they're going to get drunk or whatever. Like, who cares? Right.
Who cares? Just do it. Just get wasted.
You definitely get some like vanilla. A little bit of vanilla. You get like a berry. You definitely get some berries in there. Maybe like plum. Definitely like some like a darker fruit, like a berry fruit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. Here's the thing: you don't got too much barrel. Sometimes you get that real barrel in there, but there's not too much barrel. There's a hint of barrel, a tiny bit of barrel.
I think you're just doing that on purpose.
I'm not. You can. Okay.
You are. You're over exaggerating your.
I'm not. Well,
You
a
sound
tiny
like
bit.
a dog sniffing for food.
I learned this from YouTube because there's like some super wine lady. All right, you put your nose up to it, right, and you get in there, and you inhale. You smell, like you inhale the smell, and as you're smelling, that's when you taste. You take a little bit, and you give it a little, and that helps bring the flavors out. If you ever saw that video with the guy with the ice cream, you ever see that?
Yeah.
He's always
Yeah.
like, it's because it's bringing the flavors out.
It's just so weird. It's just so weird.
It works. I'm telling you. You could do it with Pepsi. You could do it with anything.
All right, I'm gonna do it with my coffee I have right here. All right,
Do it. I do it with coffee.
Wait, do I have to have it in my mouth?
Yes.
I drank it, and then I did that.
No.
No, still drank it too fast. I can't do it in my mouth.
Why not?
It's too weird. I can't do it.
It's not weird.
It tastes like coffee.
You just got to get used to it. Here's the thing. It's like they also say it's got a leather, earthy smoke taste. I don't know if I can taste that. No, I don't taste that. Cherry? I can taste the cherry. Pepper, licorice, cinnamon? I don't taste that. Cream cheese? That person's got some weird palate. The rest of these, I don't taste that. Honestly, though, pretty good wine. I'd hope it is for.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I guess the average price is $71. It said.
Ooh,
Maybe I just got
that's
a
too much
steal.
money. You maybe you got like a bad year.
Yeah. Nice. I'll take a bad year.
Idiots.
I have plenty of bad years. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. Okay, moving on from wine. I had a dream.
Oh my God, I had a dream too. I had several dreams. Oh my God.
Well, I actually had
Hit me
several
with your
dreams.
dream. Well, I mean, like in one night on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, I had like multiple messed up dreams. But I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, so I woke up and I was like, that dream was crazy. Oh my God! And then I was like, I gotta write this down. I gotta write it down. And then part of my brain was like, don't even write it down. You're gonna remember it. You're gonna remember it. And I was like, no, I gotta write it down. So I was like, whatever. So I did it. And I woke up later that day, didn't even look at my phone, and then I pulled it up and I was like, what the shit? It says, tall building house with secret and constant upgrade plus no eggs.
What the hell does that mean? It does sound like the life I live. I live in a tall apartment and constantly try to move into better units within the exact same apartment building.
And you ran out of eggs all the time.
And I have no eggs.
So I specifically, part of the reason I think no eggs was there was we did need eggs from the grocery store. So I think my brain was just processing that. But the other part, I remember there was this really big, tall building. You know how like in like Super Mario, when you got to go up a really tall like chimney thing and you got to bounce between the walls like and get to the top?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
It was like that.
So you were wall jumping your way up to go get eggs.
But I wasn't wall jumping. I was somehow just navigating it normally. And it was just this tall building, and it was a house. And I don't remember the secret, and I don't remember the constant upgrades.
That's why I write down my dreams in very descriptive detail now, because before, if you remember the one where I was like, I'm in a tank and I'm chasing elves and they're afraid of it because it's a tank. And I'm like, what the hell am I talking about?
Well, I think it's more fun my way, because then you're just trying to interpret it crazy. Like I remember,
you're right.
I wrote down a dream that inspired me for when I write like a story. Like back in August, I had a dream that was giants that migrate yearly, and if you interfere with them, they destroy you and your village.
That's that's neat.
Like that could be a book. That could be a thing in a book.
Giant Hunter, starring Mila Jovovich, right?
I mean, I just
that one guy can
them,
make
like,
it.
I just imagine them being their own thing, and like they just migrate, and if you get in their way, they just kill you.
Right. I'm just saying it'd be a fun movie made by the guy who makes the Resident Evil movies.
That's true too. Or Michael Bay.
Yeah. Or Michael Bay. Yeah. Whenever they step, there are explosions.
Yeah.
Why is everything exploding? They're fire giants.
And Michael Bay. Oh,
and Michael Bay. Right.
So yeah, that was my dream.
So my dream was I had two that I wrote down that I vividly remember, but there's a third one and I think I blocked it out. I couldn't remember. I woke up and could not remember it. Anyway, go to bed, have 3 dreams. Here's the 2 that I remember. The first one is I was dead and trapped on Earth, being forced to watch everyone I knew, friends, loved ones, make terrible mistakes that were so obviously terrible, and I could do nothing to help them.
That's weird.
And I just had to sit there dead watching them.
That's like going to hell or something. It's like a punishment.
That's what it was a terrible dream. I was like screaming at them, like, "No, what are you doing?" Like awful mistakes, terrible. What
it's like
a terrible
Davis
dream.
being like, "What if I leave the oven on and go to sleep?"
Yes, but to the nth degree. And then the other dream I had that I remember is I was in my car and the car in front of me hit a guy on a motorcycle and the motorcycle spun out into my car. And the guy's face was plastered on my driver's side window, staring in at me. And he was like bloody and stuff. And he's like, "Good help." And the car in front of me starts to pull away and drive away. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm going to get their license plate." So I pull out my phone to get the license plate. And as I turn to take a photo, the side of all my windows are like covered in blood, and I can't get the license plate number, mostly because I think you can't in dreams see numbers or letters, right? Like you can't read in dreams, I think is like a big trope, is if you try to read a thing, it looks like gobbledygook because your brain, that part of your brain shut off. And so maybe that was my brain preventing me from seeing the license plate numbers. But when I turned to look, there was splatter all over the window, and it was either mud or blood or something, but I couldn't see it. And I was like, dude, they got away. And he's like, you failed me. And then he died. And I was like, what? Why is this on me? And the cops showed up. They're like, you hit this guy? And I was like, no, it was this other car. And they're like, sure, son. And they like got me. And I was like, no. Yeah, those are my dreams. And they felt real. And then when I woke up, I was like, oh my God. That was 2020's one last kick me in the ass. It was like, yeah, I'm not done with you yet, Cox. It was, I don't know. I went to bed at a normal time. I think I got maybe 6 hours of sleep, and in that time had 3 insane dreams.
I mean, yeah.
That was a lot.
We have a lot of dreams at night. You just don't remember all of them.
That is definitely true. Sometimes I'll have dreams and I'll wake up and be like, what the hell? That was and then totally forget.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, oh, what was I thinking about? Like, it disappears so quickly.
Your brain's essentially just using your dreams to, like, you know, do dream stuff and process information, do all that. So it's like, this is not necessary for me to carry into, like, the waking world. So it just, like, gets rid of all of it.
Imagine if you remembered all your dreams as memories.
That would be insane.
I couldn't even imagine what you would be like.
I don't either.
Because what would be real? That's when you would be like, what's real, man? What's even real? Oh my God.
That'd be a cool movie. The Dreamer.
I have dreams, but my dreams are also my reality.
Because there's like times
I am the dreamer.
You can like have a dream and it feels so real when you wake up. Like, it just, I don't know. Like if you dream that, like, I don't know, a penguin like punched you in the face and like drove your car away, you're going to wake up and you're going to be mad at that penguin.
Look, I once dated a girl who had a dream that I was trying to cheat on her with someone else, and she was mad at me for 3 days. And I was like, it was a dream. That's your subconscious. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I haven't done any. That's just you not trusting me, but I've done nothing to earn that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why you're mad.
Yeah. No, dreams are powerful, man. Those are some crazy shit.
Yeah, man. Not cool. Not cool at all. I will say, speaking of like weird trippy stuff, if you want to get into it, I'm about to blow your mind.
All right.
There is a Twitter post. I don't know if it's still around. I imagine it would be, but it was either last year or the year before. A guy posted a thing on Twitter, and he said, I believe the world ended in 2012. Which, if you're a fan of this podcast, you know we talked about that for a long time. The Mayans were going to come back and destroy the world in 2012. We had a whole thing about it. It was very funny. Whatever. If I do say so myself, it was hilarious. But anyway, this guy said the world ended in 2012 because the CERN, like the big particle accelerator thing, when they were looking for the God particle, right? Yeah. When they turned this thing on, Stephen Hawking, like all these people were like, if this turns on, there's the chance that we could create a black hole and destroy the world. And this guy says, I think, based on the fact that everything's sort of gotten progressively crazier and worse and a little insane around the world, which is subjective, because if you look at stats, statistically, aside from, you know, the aberration of COVID and stuff like that, there's less violence in the world. There's less all these different things. Oh, yeah. But there's more visual of it, right? Like we record more of it, but there's less of it. And because we record more, it just seems like it's happening all the time. But really, statistically, everything's much less. But whatever, ignoring that. This guy's like, I think the world ended. They created a black hole, but because we're on the edge of the black hole and time changes and ceases, like the movie Interstellar, right? Time has different meaning on the edge of a black hole, that we're all living in what is basically borrowed time. And that we could be here for centuries, but there's a black hole that was created and we're all slowly being sucked into it. And we just don't know it.
Huh.
And he's like, we would never know until it was too late and we were sucked in.
That's crazy.
I know. I was like, oh no. Oh no. It's I'm not sure who you definitely, if you're listening, you definitely can Google it. It's a guy made a bunch of tweets about it. He made like a whole Twitter thread. It's fascinating. It's a little crazy, but it's also like that's a good brain teaser because yeah, there's a possibility. Just like with dreaming, like what's real, man? What is reality? And that stuff's always interesting.
Yeah. Man. Are we real?
That's what I'm saying. Who knows?
I feel real.
Well, what is reality? I feel like I could easily be fine with being in a matrix. I've always said that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Reality is subjective. I'm
That's
doing
true.
all, like, you know what? This reality ain't so bad. Everything could be a little bit better, but that's how the matrix works.
Yeah. Like if I'm a simulation, I'm real to me.
Oh, I'd be the bad guy. I'd be Cypher, and I'd be like, I know this steak isn't real, but I just don't care. And that's how I feel. I'm like, whatever. What is reality? Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the amount of times you go to that gas station, crazy shit happens. That might just be part of the black hole.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Who knows?
Yeah. It might be a little like
Everything's getting crazy at that gas station. Maybe that's where the black hole is.
yeah.
The black hole's at that gas station, and it's where the weirdness comes and goes from.
Did you see any crazy stuff there?
No, I didn't see any crazy stuff at the gas station. I have lately seen a lot of people. You know how before I was like, man, this part of the city, everyone's wearing masks. It's great. Everything's good. No, we're past that now. People are officially over it. Everywhere I go now, everyone has masks around their chin, and they see you, then they pull it up. I'm just like, why bother? Why bother?
People are still pretty good about it here. Granted, California's going insane.
Yes, we were at the point where if I, let's say, got in a car wreck and they needed to take me to the hospital, they wouldn't have space for me.
Yeah.
There's nowhere they could put me. And people are just like, whatever, I'm fine. There was a big New Year's Eve party scandal with a bunch of influencers, Instagram people and stuff, and like a dude from Canada, like a Canadian celebrity air quotes, came down and they went to different parties, and I think there were like 4 or 5 big house parties people went to and just went back and forth to. And all I'm saying is you're just asking for it. Why do that?
Why are you throwing parties? Why are you throwing parties?
Because they're all young, and I get being young. I was young. You're stupid and an idiot, but you're also acting selfish. And I don't think I was ever that selfish, but whatever.
I also didn't like partying.
Well, there you go.
Just be like me. Don't like partying.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna make it through any pandemic. You'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna see anybody.
There's like weddings, like the whole wedding. Like, dude, I've invited 150 people. I'm like, I don't think I even know 150 people.
Unless I was dating someone who had that many people that needed to be there, my wedding, no doubt, would be like she'd have 100 people on her side and have like 8 on mine. And I'd be fine with it. I would be like, look, if you want to come, come. If you don't, whatever. I don't care. And I just show up to make her family happy. My parents would just be like, thank God.
I think you were saying that like 8 years ago. We started this podcast.
Yeah, they'd be like, we're so happy you got married. Look, my dad consistently asked me, like, so, how are things, what's going on? I'm like, literally nothing. Like, I'm talking to this person, and I'm talking to this person. He's like, oh, what's going on with that? I'm like, nothing. It's a pandemic.
I was listening to the show. Heard you talk to a lady at the gas station. That going anywhere?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, no, it's not going anywhere. You know, there's more to life than work. I'm like, then how come every time I see you, then you ask me how work's going?
Well, that's the other part of life.
You got how's work? How's your love life? I'm like, I am fine. I am doing great. Trust me. When I find someone I'm interested in, you'll know. I need to find someone who is down for a beach wedding, but not like, you know, like, oh, we're at the beach and we're getting married in front of the tide. And I want my beach wedding. I want a Rasta priest. Like, hey man, today we are gathered here together to get high with this couple. And then I want like a guy like bong ding dong 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 ding dong, right? And then it's a party. It's not even like one of those BS weddings. My wedding outfit is shorts and a Hawaiian shirt and like sandals. She's looking, I don't know, whatever the hell she wants to wear. I don't care. She can wear what she wants. And we just show up there, and this guy's like, hey, put your ring on. And, we do the whole thing, and then he's like, you may now kiss the bride. And then, we like share skewers of meat instead of a cake. That sounds like a party. Dong, ding, dong, 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 ding, dong. Right? I'm telling you, that would be great.
That does sound great.
The steel drums, yeah, and we just have a reggae wedding. That sounds great to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that wedding.
That's what I'm saying. I'll fight your ass. Be like, we're having it on the beach, and it's gonna be reggae, and everyone there will probably be just high out of their mind. Dong, ding, dong, 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 ding, dong.
I was gonna mention this earlier. I forgot. I was watching Review Bra, his average day 2020. It's an hour and a half.
Oh my god. I haven't seen that. I really should have. I watched today review the new Papa John's pizza.
Oh yeah, the stuffed crust.
And I want to say he's a little sassy now. Something happened to him where he's like, this is an extra epic pizza, and you know why it's epic? Because they call it epic pizza. So it's got to be epic. And you're like, you sassy bastard.
Yeah, he's got a little more sarcastic and sassy as he's aged. That's what age does to you. Mm-hmm. Then it was great. He talked about tying a tie. I learned how to tie a tie from him. He had a big stack of Starbucks water cups. Like he just has a big stack of like water cups in his living room. It's weird.
So what about his day?
Well, I mean, you kind of see his day, like, he like gets up, brushes his teeth, does his hair. He power washes the pool in the backyard. He stacks his Starbucks water cups, ties his tie. He played Tetris for a bit, I think, and then he goes and gets some food.
What does that have to do with getting high on the beach, though?
I don't know. I just forgot. I don't want to bring it up. So, I mean, that's all I got.
All right. Well, we've got more for you than what Crendor has. Because today, that's right, we've got sponsors. Today we're brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies are here to make your 2021, I can't believe we're in a new year, to make it a good time to hit that beautiful refresh button. Not actually a button, but more like refreshing your undies drawer. There you go. I got it. We're in there now. If that's the button for you, then we have got the undies for you. After the year we just had, MeUndies wants to take some time to give you a much-deserved reset and get you some of the softest undies and loungewear you've ever had. Now that it's dark at 4 p.m., you want to lounge more. You want to like chill out on the couch. You want to hang out, get your cozy game up. Well, the loungewear that MeUndies has is just as comfortable as the undies, except, now you can wear them and not just always be in your underwear, right? They actually have almost some of the exact same prints as you would have on your undies, but also they have the same colors, and the darker ones, I have this black lounge pant that's like, I'm going to let you know, it's sexy. You better watch out when the black lounge pants come on. It's going down.
I'm wearing T-Rex MeUndies.
What am I? I'm wearing just red, just normal bright red.
Huh.
Did we switch? What happened here? Have we switched?
That's what happened. I got married and I went crazy, and then you've become me.
Well, I got to get the wife. See, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Then I can become crazy again.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a couch potato to lounge. Lounging is a lifestyle, man.
I feel it.
And if you get a new MeUndies membership, a subscription will send you a new pair right to your door every month. Plus, you'll get site-wide savings, exclusive sales, all that stuff. But if you ain't down for a membership right now, if you just want to try them, try the MeUndies or the loungewear, we've got a great offer for you. First-time purchasers, you can get 15% off and free shipping. That's 15% off, free shipping. They have a problem-free philosophy that if you're not satisfied in any way, shape, or form, refund it, exchange it, whatever. They don't even ask questions. They will just do it. You lose nothing for trying this out. All you got to do is go to meundies.com/Crendor.
That's me.
That's meundies.com/Crendor to get 15% off your first order and free shipping. That's meundies.com/Crendor.
Get some new underwear.
Also, today we're brought to you by Ritual. Ritual is here to step up your multivitamin game. Do you really know what's even in the multivitamins you're taking? Trust me, I have looked, and it's wild. Sugars, GMOs, synthetic fillers, artificial colorants. This last year, I've been spending a lot of time indoors, and I've been like, I need all sorts of vitamins. And so I've been trying some, because I've never been a really big vitamin taker. And I discovered, going through the vast array of supermarket vitamins, that a lot of them are kind of junk. That is not the case with Ritual, because Ritual isn't your typical multivitamin. Ritual's clean, vegan-friendly formula is made with key nutrients and forms your body can actually use without all the shady extras. I just started taking the Ritual Essential for Men. It is great. It has vitamin A, D3, E, K2, B12, omega-3s. I'm trying to think of all the things in it. It is a lot. And everything that's in it, they tell you where they're getting it from. If you're getting zinc, they tell you where that zinc comes from. It's Utah, y'all. It literally just tells you. If you're wondering where the omega-3s come from, it's microalgae from Canada. It's all sourced. They tell you where everything's coming from. And it all comes in this fresh-tasting, delay-released capsule that's designed to dissolve later in less sensitive areas of the stomach, so, you can take it with or without food. It's available for women, for men, for teens. Ritual vitamins are scientifically developed to help support different life stages. And the best part is they're delivered to you, to your door, every month with free shipping. Always. You can start, you can snooze, you can cancel your subscription at any time. And if you don't love Ritual within your first month, they'll refund the order. I'm on this Ritual train, and if you want to see what Ritual's about, we're offering you 10% off your first 3 months if you go to ritual.com/Cox and start your Ritual today. So if you think you deserve to know what's in your multivitamin, one more time, go to ritual.com/Cox. All right, Crendor, let's go to Chapter 7 in the sky with Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Oh, man, it is getting snowy. It actually snowed here quite a bit a few times, and it's snowing all over. Well, I guess by you it's not snowing, but it's actually pretty nice to snow. I like to go out in the snow and just walk around, especially at night, because, like, you look out to the sky, and it's weird. It's like the sky's lighting up during the night. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like, I guess the light reflects off the snow, so it makes it brighter, so it doesn't feel like night, and then you get it's kind of like that purplish, almost like winter spring and WoW, It's got that winter spring feel, which I guess is what they base it off of. But yeah, it's kind of quiet and serene, although I did hear coyotes. That was kind of weird, so I was looking out, and I was like, this is nice, and then you hear wow, 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 and I was like, what the shit, and that was the coyotes, but, man, that's all I got. Back to you.
All right, that was kind of the weather too. Let's go to weather.
Weather. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the weather. It's snowing.
Yeah.
But let's see. There's probably some crazy things someone wants us to do. Weather request. Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly scroll down, see if there's any crazy ones. There's accident Maryland.
Some guy actually sent me a thing. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Ahwatukee, Arizona.
Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee, Arizona.
Hold on.
It would make this person's life. It would make Connor's life. Whole life.
How do you spell it?
We have Ahwatukee, Arizona. Ahwatukee.
I typed in Ahwatukee and it says Phoenix.
All right, well, maybe that's part of Phoenix. I don't know.
Is it? Hold on. Ahwatukee, Arizona.
There's the Ahwatukee foothills.
It says Ahwatukee, Phoenix. Wait, Ahwatukee Foothills, an urban village of Phoenix, Arizona. Wait,
The
so
urban
is
village. It's so. I'm looking at it right now. It looks like a little development complex. I don't know.
Is it just that's it? Like the development complex? That's
It's very
Ahwatukee.
specific. I don't know. Yeah, Ahwatukee. I'm looking at it right now. The foothills. Ahwatukee scores well in study of nation's prosperity. Is this like the rich Arizona people?
Maybe it is. I actually like
This
that
is
kind of
like-
look. It's like a nice. I don't know if I'd want to live there, but it's like a nice vacation area. Like the cactuses and the desert, and you got like some. The
This is
cool
where
roof.
scorpions show up in your backyard. No, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's why
You're
I
just
wouldn't wanna
out
live
there with your dog, and the next minute, you know that dog is stung to death. No, thank you.
That's why I don't want to live there. I just want to visit there.
right, of course.
Yeah.
Although you can live there for $300,000, you can buy a big house.
Yeah, but it's probably got scorpions in the rooms.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now you're rethinking everything, aren't you?
Yeah. No scorpions, please. I guess Phoenix, Arizona weather then, because that's what it puts in. It's 46 degrees in Phoenix with a 5% chance of rain. Hey, that's higher than a 0% chance. Overnight, 42 degrees. You got a low of 38, 44% humidity, 30.17 inches of pressure, 10 miles of visibility, winds coming in at 3 miles per hour. You got a dew point of 26. You got a UV index 0 of 10 and a waning gibbous moon looking at the old 10-day. You got 68, 71, 70, 69, 70, 68, 65, 66, 68, 70, 70, 71, 70, 68. So, actually, pretty nice temperatures. Not
Yeah.
too hot, not too cold.
Let's
nice,
check back in 6 months and see exactly what it 126 degrees.
55 degrees.
No.
Over here, it's been like 30s. Actually, it hasn't been too bad for 30s aren't bad. Once it drops to the 20s, then you start getting like a little. Then it starts getting cold. Then you hit the 10s. Then you hit the single digits. And then here's the thing: once it hits that point, it doesn't even feel different. It just you get cold faster, right? It's like you just get cold in like 1 minute instead of 4 minutes.
Right.
So, just a little winter fact throughout there. And I do like snow. I'm a big snow fan. I hate like the aftermath of snow though. I like the initial snow and like being in the snow and like the snow's hitting your face and it's like
Aftermath of snow? What does that mean?
that's like when it settles in like a day or two and it all becomes slush because there's like cars driving over it and people walking through it and like dogs peeing in it, and then you walk around, it's just like it's just slush instead of actual like fresh snow.
I will say that the snow that I've seen when I've ever been in Chicago, even back in the day when I used to date a girl whose family was from Chicago, it's like pink or blue, like that. Whatever they use to melt it, they like it colors the snow. It looks crazy.
Yeah, they use like pink and blue snow to salt it. It's crazy. It is crazy. And that's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Welcome to sports. We've got ourselves NFL playoffs. That's right. We have reached the NFL playoffs, and we are ready for some big-time football plays. First up, the Jets have fired Adam Gase after being very bad for 2 years. Hold on. I had the NFL playoff thing here. NFL. Here it is. All right, so today, the games happened. The Vikings beat the Lions in a meaningless game. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons. The Patriots beat the Jets. The Bills crushed the Dolphins, as well as the Dolphins' playoff hopes. The Browns beat the Steelers, who started a lot of their backups because they didn't care.
Yeah. Plus, the next game they play is Browns versus Steelers again.
Yeah. So, and it'll be in Pittsburgh, so a little better for 'em. The Giants beat the Cowboys. The Ravens beat the Bengals. The Colts beat the Jaguars. Did Minshew play? No, which is sad. They just send him to a different team. Just let him go. Let him go. Titans beat the Texans. The Rams beat the Cardinals. The Saints beat the Panthers. The Packers crushed the Bears. It was fantastic. I loved it. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. The Seahawks beat the 49ers. The Raiders beat the Broncos. And the football team beat the Eagles, which means the Washington football team is in the playoffs.
We did it. We did it, everyone. We did it.
Yep. So the playoffs looking right now. For anybody that's looking for some, if you want to talk to your Uncle Jeff about football because he loves it, you'll now know some playoff stats. The Chiefs and the Packers are the 2 1 seeds. They have the bye week and home field advantage. So any game they play will be at their home field, which is fantastic. Give me some Lambeau Field football in the winter. Then you've got Bills Saints. Well, I should break it down. So you got Bills will be playing the Colts. So the Bills will be playing in Buffalo against the Colts. The Steelers will be playing in Pittsburgh against the Browns. And the Titans will be playing Tennessee against the Ravens in the AFC. In the NFC, the Saints will be playing the Bears, who I don't know how they made the playoffs, but here they are. The Seahawks will be hosting the Rams, and the Washington football team will be hosting Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it should be fun. I'm happy because the Bears-Saints game is like on Amazon Prime and Nickelodeon. That's right. It's on
That's right.
Nickelodeon.
Yep. That's right. Nick is like, look, we got it. Anything.
They really are. And they're going to have like slime. They're going to like computer generate on the screen and shit. I'm honestly looking forward to it.
Yeah, I will watch the Nickelodeon version. Most importantly, I hope that they bring back the SpongeBob halftime show.
Oh my God, yeah. They got it.
We need that to happen.
Packers got to go to the Super Bowl. It's got to be a Packer year. 76ers in basketball are in the top seed in the East. Then you got Pacers, Magic, Cavaliers, Hawks, and Celtics all at 4 wins. And the rest is kind of just a blur. But hey, the Bulls are 3-4. That's been fun. They actually won some games. In the West, you got the Clippers, the Suns, the Lakers 5-2, the Jazz 4-2, the Pelicans 4-2, and the rest are kind of also just scattered all over. And then the NHL is going to be starting up in I think like a week or two. So that's hockey.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together, and baseball is in the off season. And that's sports.
All right, Crendor, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day is a big news story.
Okay. All right.
Aggressive squirrels terrorize New York City residents.
Is that woman out of jail? Is she?
might
My new
be.
army.
And this is a news story. This is from New Year's Eve.
Oh, my God. All right.
This is brand new. Residents of a Queens neighborhood are dealing with a squirrely threat.
Why do they say it like that?
I hate it. Denizens of the New York City borough Rego Park neighborhood say an aggressive squirrel has jumped on them and bitten them in the past several weeks. Micheline Frederick pointed to a bruise on her wrist where she said the squirrel landed on her and then sank its teeth into her fingers and hand. We're wrestling in the snow and there's blood everywhere and my finger's getting chewed and it won't let go, Frederick said. Eventually it just stopped and there was a big bloody mess.
Oh, my God.
Jeez. A photo Frederick says she took after the attack shows a snowy pathway covered in blood. This was an
God.
MMA. She says, quote, this was an MMA cage match and I lost.
Why are the squirrels losing their minds?
I don't know. 2 other neighborhoods told WCBS the squirrel had jumped on them seemingly unprovoked. These squirrels are aggressively going after people, Vinati Singh said. The city's Department of Health advised the neighbors to hire a licensed trapper, but the large metal traps have not yet captured any squirrels. The reason for the squirrel or squirrels' aggressive behavior is not clear. Small rodents like squirrels rarely test positive for rabies and are not known to have transmitted it to humans, according to the Center for Disease Control or Prevention.
What the hell? There's got to be more. There's got to be more to this story.
Yeah, there's got to be. Let's see, squirrels, New York City. That's it for that article. When I Google squirrels, New York City, it just looks like a bunch of happy squirrels.
Hold on. Well, you have to do like attacking squirrels in New York. That's gang of squirrels terrorizes people in New York City. Squirrel attacks have New Yorkers afraid to go outside after woman is hospitalized. Rogue squirrels attacking New Yorkers in Queens. Yep. That's the one. That's the one. Rogue squirrels.
That is...
People living in Rego Park. Rego Park? I think that's it. Of Queens.
Oh my God.
What?
So I clicked on the video, and it was just a bunch of people being like, oh, squirrel attack, squirrel attack. And at the end of the video, it shows a squirrel, like, next to someone's door. And they slightly open the door, and the squirrel comes flying out at him. Oh, my God. That's crazy. Dude, I wish those squirrels were here. I'd be filming it for YouTube and banking. These people are missing out.
Aggressive squirrels, New York squirrels, squirrels terrorize, cage match. I think that's the one you read.
Yeah.
To end 2020, squirrels are attacking humans. There you go.
Yeah, let's
Wow.
see. Everybody's got the same story. Victims of squirrel attacks have hired trappers to relocate the animals, but at the time of the report, none of the squirrels have taken the bait.
Well, here's the thing. How many squirrel attacks is this? Because everything that I see is the exact same article where it's just like, it basically ran up my leg, and I'm like, okay, hello, squirrel, what are you doing? And then it bit or scratched me on the neck.
Yeah, it's just
But
like...
it's always the same person.
Yeah, it's just this one person. It's always this Frederick person. Oh
no, another neighbor, Vinati Singh, described the squirrel as so fast that it hung onto her screen door with its claws. Video shows the squirrels leaping toward... Yeah, that's what you just described.
Oh, yeah. And then there's another... Oh, wait, yeah, there's another person in the neighborhood that says, this other person said she was also attacked by a squirrel. I tried to shake it off. I couldn't. Squirrels have claws. Cling onto your winter jacket. There's no way to shake it off.
Damn. What is happening? These squirrels have had enough. They're done with people.
These squirrels are done with people. These squirrels are going to take over the planet. I think they're just going crazy. They feel the energy.
Apparently, this person says it's possible that people feeding them bread and old hot dogs for so long have caused the squirrels to become reliant on humans. So when they see them, they approach them looking for food. But when they don't have food, they now see the humans as being like, oh, well, I can just bite into them.
Oh, yeah. That's actually true. I've heard of that with, like, raccoons and stuff. Actually, that happens like cat. When you think about it. Like, sometimes you feed cat, he's happy. And other times, he's, like, hungry, and you're like, you don't got food yet. And then he'll be like, ah, and he'll, like, give you, like, a warning bite. And then you're like, get out of here. And then you give him food.
Apparently, this happened in 2019 as well. And the statistics say that over the course of a year, there are about 30 squirrel attacks. But during this week in August of 2019, there were 30 in 1 week.
Woo! That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They're
It might be a yearly thing. It seems like it's a wintry kind of thing. Where the squirrels are like, you didn't bring us food today? So be it.
Mamma mia. Honestly, I like squirrels. But I don't aggressive squirrels.
Right. There's that squirrel festival. We wanted to go to the squirrel festival.
Yeah. Do you think these squirrels are mad because they just want to go to the festival and they can't?
Well, it's winter there, and, you know, you have to wear a mask to fly, and there are no squirrel-sized masks, so.
That's true. It's all adding up now.
Yep.
It's all adding up.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching or however you're enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
Oh, man, we've got so many socials. We've got youtube.com/Cox Crendor podcast. I almost forgot the socials. We've got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. We've got twitter.com/ well, we don't actually have Cox Crendor Twitter. We're on Spotify, iTunes, other podcast sites. We ourselves are on Twitter, though. Twitter.com/Crendor, Twitter.com/JesseCox, YouTube.com/JesseCox, YouTube.com/Crendor, Twitch.tv/JesseCox, Twitch.tv/Crendor, Facebook.com/JesseCox, Instagram.com/NotoriousCox, Instagram.com/Crendor's taken. And, yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll see y'all next week. And as always,
I'm going to clank the wine glass.
to be continued. It worked very well.
Yeah.